Thanks for listening to the NVTV podcast, produced by Neuqua Media.
Welcome to this episode of the NVTV podcast. I'm Steven Bazoo. On today's show, I have two foreign Neuqua students who will be telling us about their home life in another country and how it is here in the U.S. Joining me today is Enrico and Pedro, who both just moved here this summer from their home country of Brazil here to the U.S. in Naperville, Illinois. Enrico and Pedro, thank you for being here today. Can you both tell us a bit about your hometown in Brazil? What was life like here before you moved?
Yeah, of course. So before I came here, I had a lot of friends. I used to go out a lot with them, party. It was just a different routine. I feel like school was shorter. Actually, I used to study at night. I used to go to night school because I had a job. I used to work at a barber shop. I was cleaning it and scheduling it, the cuts and everything. And yeah, I used to study. My school nights actually were from 7 p.m. to 10:40 p.m., so it was a lot shorter. And it took me a while to adjust to going back to morning school. Yeah.
Yeah, school there is very different. Like, you got the same class whole day, so you don't change by the people you see. The teachers come to you instead of you going to their class, so it's a little different.
When and why did you both move to the U.S.? Was there a specific reason or opportunity that led to this decision?
So, I got here, it was end of July, and I came here because of my dad's job. He got transferred. He used to work in Scania, it's a Swedish truck company, and he got transferred to, now it's called International Truck Company too. And, yeah, we got transferred here, and he just thought it was a better life for me and my sister.
Yeah, my situation is kind of the same. My stepfather got a job here too. Yeah.
How did you both feel when you first heard you were going to move? Was there maybe a bit of excitement, or were you both a bit nervous, or maybe a mix of both?
Yeah, so at first I was really excited when my mom asked me if I wanted to come. It was just great news for me because it's always been a dream of mine to come here. And yeah, at first I was really excited, but then as it gets closer, you start thinking about what you're leaving behind, and you start feeling a little bit down. But yeah, I found out we were coming, it was April, and I came in July, so I had like 3 months.
Yeah, for me it was real quick too. Like, I knew I was going to come here like the January, and like September I was already here, so not much time to have lots of emotions and stuff.
Did you what was the journey like for the two of you, both physically and emotionally, when moving from Brazil to the U.S., like your flight, moving to a new house, and more?
Yeah, so I was pretty sad when we got here. I was in the airport. All my friends went there, said bye to them, and yeah, I just couldn't look back now because there was no going back. I'm coming here already. That's what I was thinking. I'm coming here. Got to make the most out of it. And yeah, I got here. We were still in summer, and I had to stay in a hotel for a week before I could move into my house. We didn't have anything yet. When we went there was no place to sit, nowhere. And I actually found out I came with a broken rib. I don't know how I broke it, but yeah, it was pretty uncomfortable, pretty painful. But yeah, after we actually moved in, like a week, it was almost 2 weeks after I got here. It was pretty chill adjustment.
Yeah, for me it's kind of the same because like I just moved here a month ago, so I live in a rented home, townhome, so it's smaller than what we used to be like in Brazil, but it's not bad.
Cool. Did either of you face any challenges or surprises during the transition here to the U.S., whether that be with language or culture?
I wouldn't say surprised because I knew pretty much I knew what to expect. I've always been familiar with American culture, and yeah, I like it. I've always followed it, and yeah, I feel like it was fine for me to adjust.
Yeah, for me it's kind of the same. I used to learn English in Brazil, yeah, so not much of a shock.
Nice. Let me see my next question. Sorry. How are your relationships with other people compared to back at home Brazil? Do you find it easy to connect with other people here at Neuqua?
So I'm not gonna lie, I feel like over here in America, it's harder to connect with people because most people already have their friend groups and they're close, and it's just hard for someone new to get into them. And yeah, I just feel like people in Brazil were more open to new friendships and things like that. But yeah, I ended up connecting pretty well with some people here, like Steven.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much that because like in high school, people already know each other from middle school and all that, so the groups are formed and it's kind of hard to get in, but after some time you can get some friends in and it's really nice.
Yeah, I actually, here at Neuqua, Saul and Rico, we had 2 classes together, and I got to learn more about him. And he has another friend over here, obviously, Pedro, and I'm getting to learn a little bit more about him as well. So I think it's definitely nice that more foreign students are moving here to Neuqua, and I really appreciate that. What are some Brazilian traditions or customs that you still keep alive here, even if they're not as common in the U.S.?
So I feel like it's a kind of tradition to have like barbecues on Sundays, but it's not the same as here. It's different food. We get different cuts of meat. Some of you may know picanha, Brazilian cut of meat. And yeah, just keep doing that because it's part of our lives.
Yeah, I think about like going out, party, and this type of thing because like here you guys stay more at home. In Brazil, like any chance we have to go out, we validate that. We go out with everyone. It's kind of different.
So you guys like just high energy area?
Yeah.
What advice would you give to someone in another country who might be moving to the U.S. in the near future?
So main thing is probably to have an open mind. That's what I had coming here. Because if you're stuck in where you were, you can't be thinking, I gotta do this or I don't gotta do this because of what's back home. You're just gonna end up living in the past. You know, you gotta enjoy the present, enjoy the moment, accept what you got, and yeah, just have fun.
Yeah, don't make much plans. Don't have much expectations. Then you'll be not sad here. You'll be like fine.
Yeah. Do you think you'll return? Do you think either of you will return to Brazil someday, or do you see yourself building a life here?
So with me, my dad is on a 3-year contract, but it could extend to 5 years. And I think if I start college here, I can get a student visa and finish college here. And I don't know, we'll see. I'm definitely going back to visit regularly. And I don't know, I might go back, I might stay. Let's see how I like it.
Yeah, I'll think about going back to visit my dad sometimes, but building a life here is the goal.
Yeah. And then I have 2 other fun questions that I'm just curious about. What's your, for both of you, what's your favorite Brazilian food and what's your favorite American food now?
So my favorite Brazilian food would have to be, I'm gonna say it's not my favorite, but it's the one that I miss most because you guys don't have it here. It's coxinha, which is like a fried chicken, and kind of, it's like a,
Inside like a bread.
yeah, it's like a fried bread with chicken inside.
Oh, that sounds
And yeah, it's really good.
The food I miss most is feijoada. It's like a bean soup, kind of
Yeah.
like with all types of meat.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
your guys' favorite American food now?
American food? It's not really American, but I really like Chick-fil-A. We don't have that there.
Yeah, I can't go wrong with Cane's, man. That fried chicken is awesome.
Yeah, Cane's is good. Yeah. And then what's the most common what's the most common question either of you guys get about Brazil? Because I know a lot of people, especially me when I first met Enrico, are curious about people's lives in different countries.
Yeah, so I think one of the questions I get most are if I speak Spanish, because that's a common misconception. And if I play soccer in Brazil.
Yeah, about language and soccer. That's the most questions.
All right. Thank you to the both of you. Yeah. Thank you to Enrico and Pedro for joining us today on the NVTV podcast.
Of course.
The NVTV podcast is produced by media students at Neuqua Valley High School. Enjoy the rest of your day.